Hey Facebook, hope you're having a good Wednesday. I'm having a great Wednesday, busy day, so no time to go to the gym. But, you know, as long as I have a wall or, a floor or a bed, a tree to climb or a mountain to climb or a rock, you can still work out. And it's all about discipline. So, I'm doing my lives as I promised my friend Victor, every week doing at least one live. And hi Torkel, that's my friend Torkel. And I guess every week I want to talk to you about certain topics. And if you have any questions, like if you want to ask me something, just send me a personal message, and then I have enough subjects that I can speak about when I have these lives. And trust me, it's not easy for me. It's really hard for me to have these lives because I am a traditional introvert, which basically means that I thrive being alone, not engaging too much with people. I gather energy by sitting, fishing, having time with myself. I tolerate my wife sometimes. Just kidding. But, that's me. So engaging, and this is kind of out of my comfort zone, but I still do it because, I think it's good for me. And also because I love to share value. So one of the questions that I have got recently is, Arshad, you've been doing business for many, many years. You've been traveling for many, many years. And you've been, working with different people. I'm educated teacher, so I worked as a teacher earlier. And then later on, I started working in our industry called the network marketing industry. And, it's been an amazing journey. And I've worked with thousands and thousands and thousands of people all around the world. And when you work with a lot of people, you do sometimes tend to meet some frustration, I guess. We can call it frustration. For example, if you have when you're an adult, when you're frustrated, you kind of in the day-to-day life, when you're engaging with people, you kind of have to tolerate a lot of stuff. As a kid, when you're frustrated, you just let it go. But as an adult, you have to tolerate so much stuff, like meeting new people. When I was traveling back here, it was, I'm a really positive traveler. I love to travel. But I do sometimes experience stuff that is not that very cool. Last time when I ordered my tickets to go to Sri Lanka, I basically, went online and, put in my information and everything. But the online KLM.com only allowed me to book my luggage one way. And on my return ticket, there was no luggage. So I called KLM and asked them, would this be a problem, or could I just, take my luggage with me to the airport in Sri Lanka and check it in? And they said that it won't be a problem at all. You just go ahead and check it in. And then when I do check out at the airport in Sri Lanka, guess what? I cannot take my luggage. And if I want to take luggage with me, it cost me $30 per K, and I had 50 kilos of products with me and stuff with me that I had to take back home. So you can imagine it was a fortune, and it was a really frustrating situation. But you have to go into, because when you're frustrated or when you're irritated, when you're angry and so on, it's really, really hard to be solution oriented, because you go into defense mode and you go into victim mode. And that's something that I'm really aware of. So I go inside myself, and what I do is normally when I'm frustrated, I take my mobile and I find my timer and I put it to 15 minutes, right? Thank you, Torkel. So I put it to 15 minutes, and what I do is that in this 15 minutes, I lash out. I decide to become more frustrated. I decide to be frustrated for 15 minutes. Right? So I just get it out somehow, some way, not on other people, but maybe I get it out. I have a game on my phone. So I play that for 15 minutes just to get out the frustration. It's, it's a game about it's a football game. So it's about score as much goals as possible. Or I would go into a meditative kind of a position and basically work through my frustration. But the goal is to just lash out, because we're human beings, so we're taught to like tolerate, and tolerance is good in your day-to-day life, but you need to get that frustration out. And if I'm home, for example, if I'm frustrated, what I do is that I put my timer for an hour, 60 minutes, and I be alone, and I would like exercise, I would take push-ups, I would hit a pillow, or I would just go out in nature, just walk, really have a frustrated walk and just get it out. And what happens is that I basically recharge, and I just basically start over again and go into zero, which gives me a much better position to focus on what I really want. Because what happens is that when you're frustrated is that you are not focused on what you want, and basically if you want to be happy, if you want to be successful, if you want to have good health, if you want to experience good things and so on, the key is to find a way to focus on what gives you all that, right? But in our day-to-day life, we basically experience so much challenges. It could be small challenges, it could be big challenges, and the smallest challenges can sometimes seem to be really big, because you're probably in a bad mood or something like that. So all these small things that happens basically takes us away and avoid us from focusing on what we really want. So finding these small tools like putting a timer on and just giving time for your frustration and just allowing yourself to be frustrated for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, 5 minutes, a minute, just go into being frustrated. So you basically dedicate a little bit time of your life to be frustrated, so that you just get rid of that feeling and you just pass it and you go to zero, and then you go right back to your focus, instead of like living your life a little frustrated all the time and not basically having that energy to focus on what you really want. So that's my message today. If you have any other questions, like if you have anything you want me to talk about, it's not that I'm the wisest person in the world, but maybe I can learn something from you. You can probably learn something from my experience. So just drop me a message and let me know, and next week I'll talk about it. Okay, so wish you guys a fantastic Wednesday. I'm on my way to Haugesund soon, but I need to finish my push-ups. Bye.